Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Phoenix Forest Farm. It's been a bit of a while, so let's ease into it slowly by watching some television. We'll start by checking the weather, as we always do. Tomorrow is going to be clear and sunny. Okay, then. Fortune teller. The spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult. Maybe that's because we haven't played in a good few days. And Living Off the Land, we have a new episode. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. It's salmonberry season. All across the countryside, bushes are teeming with juicy little berries, and they're free for the taking. Harvest them is a great way to earn some extra cash. I'm not sure about the cash bit because I have different plans for them, but I'll tell you about that as the day goes on. We'll definitely need this, and if you remember, we have it. Where is it? What do we have to do? Yes, craft a furnace. We're going to complete this now, actually. So, what do we need? Furnace. We need 20 copper ore and 25 stone. Let's do it. There's the stone and there's the ore. And we'll take some coal as well. Just going to move this trash can over here. The furnace can go there beside the fireplace. And you know what? We'll say it's connected to the fireplace. We'll say that the smoke from the furnace goes straight out the chimney. So let's just say the two of them are connected. So what this does now is... Why does this game do this? We're glitching here, guys. It's not letting me click on the copper ore. See if I can do something about that. Did that fix it? There we go. Yeah, so you put in 5 copper ore at a time and 1 coal, and then the furnace will smelt that into a gold bar. Let's check our mail. Hello dear, I know you're just getting started as a gardener, so I wanted to give you a little tip. This is from Evelyn, by the way. Most crops only grow in one season. When summer arrives, your crops will all die out, so plan ahead. Oh, don't worry, we are. Thanks, Evelyn. I'll thank you when I see you in person. And also, guys, if you remember the last episode, I know it was a while ago, Robin is building our well for us. How are you, Robin? Under construction. How are you today, Robin? Okay, Robin's really lost in her work. She's really focused. She doesn't want to be distracted. Okay, gonna water the crops as usual. And yeah, I'm going to be very careful not to plant crops that will die before we can harvest them. But we're only halfway through the season so far, so we've loads of time yet. Okay, once I've this watered, I will go back in and check to see if the bar is ready, and I'm sure it will be, and then, I'll smelt another bar. Just gonna get some more water. Okay, yeah, so the salmonberry season, that lasts, I think, is it the next 3 or 4 days, I'm not sure, but it'll be the next, it'll keep us busy for the next few days anyway, so, okay. What I'm gonna do with them is I'm not gonna sell them, I'm actually just gonna keep them, because it's, you never know when we're going to run out of energy and desperately need energy but not have food with us. So I like to do that. I like to just have one slot in my inventory reserved of one food item that we have a lot of, and salmonberries are the best way to get that going early on because you don't have to buy them. As the Living Off the Land said, they're free for the taking. So I don't know how many we're going to get, but I mean, if it's 3 or 4 days, we might get 100 of them, maybe. But if we do get 100, I won't be too surprised because I'm kind of expecting it. But it's going to depend. If we don't get it, I'm not going to be disappointed either. Okay, our first copper bar. Are we going to keep these? No, we'll put them back, and we don't need stone. We don't need the watering can anymore either. We might need that. But we were building fences the last time we played. Sorry guys, I've been off the farm for about a week, so I'm a small bit rusty. Not that much though. Yeah, craft 5 of these. Then we're gonna go berry picking. I'm sure while we're at it, why not do this? Robin's Lost Stacks. We've got that quest a while now and we haven't done it yet. We will finally find axe, I'm sure. Hopefully anyway. We might not. It might take a few days. But actually just gonna check it again there. Because the last time she remembers using it was cutting wood south of Marnie's ranch. Guys, that sounds like the spring onion patch and we go there every day anyway, so have we, yeah, maybe we've missed it. And of course I can update this because that video is done. Just bear with me now guys, it won't be too long. This is going to be much longer now than the previous intermission from Stardew Valley. But okay, let's have a look. Okay, there's some here already. So there you go, there's a salmonberry. Yeah, so there's you know, as I was saying, I'm not sure is it 3 days or 4 days. But this will keep us busy, but I've kind of planned it out in my head of how we can do it, so you're not basically seeing me do the same thing every day. And it just comes down to, do we start in the forest and then in the mountains, or do we start in the mountains and then in the forest? I'll switch it up every day. This is new, a Morel. I think that's a... Yeah, I think that's quite rare. We haven't seen one yet, but I do remember it from my old from visiting Grandpa's farm back in the day. I think because we have the forest farm, we have early access to this. Oh hey Jazz. Oh, are you looking for Aunt Marnie? No, not today. Don't need any animals anytime soon. So yeah, to switch up to the salmonberry days, so today we're starting off in the forest, we'll end up in the mountains. But while we're in the forest, we'll also visit the hat shop, because I don't know, we've been putting that off for about 2 weeks just because I've no interest in the hat shop. But we'll check it out while we're here. Okay, 7 berries already. Not bad. Oh, when I said 100, I don't mean today, but I mean across the 4 days or 3 days. And yeah, I probably should just Google to see is it 3 or 4 days, but you know what? There's no Wi-Fi in the valley. No, there is, otherwise I wouldn't be able to upload these videos. But look, I want to discover these things for myself. And if I mess some things up, so what? it's only year 1. It's okay. We can mess things up. We don't have to be perfect. Year 2 though, we're going to try to be much more efficient. Oh, I just gave you spoilers there. Yeah, there will be a year 2. But anyway, there's the hat shop. I never bother with this shop, guys. So we have a mouse who moved into this abandoned house, and he can sell you so far a straw hat and a sou'westerner. The straw hat is the one we already have. We got it from the egg festival. It costs 1,000. Okay. And the other one, well, hats don't do anything. They're just cool. I like them, but I don't want to buy them. I like finding them or crafting them, but we can't do either of those yet. But I'm probably not going to be spending money on them unless you guys really, really want me to. So yeah, the next 3, okay, lovely spring onions, a lot of them. So yeah, I think guys, I'm enjoying life living in the valley. I'm mostly eating spring onions, but up to this point, but for the second half of the seasons, it'll be salmon berries for breakfast, lunch and dinner, I think, and you know, with the occasional spring onion thrown in there, but it's mostly going to be salmon berries. Look what we found already. You found the lost axe, better. Guys, we've had that quest now a few days and we've passed here every day. It's almost as if I've intentionally not seen it, or as if I've intentionally avoided it. But anyway, we found it today. I don't know how I haven't seen it until now. Oh hey Haley, how are you doing? Whoa, it's 2 PM already. She's too involved in her camera to notice you. That's okay. No problem, we don't have to chat every time we see each other. And to be honest, I haven't, as I said, I haven't played Stardew in a few days now, so I'm not, you know, a bit awkward talking to people. It's not that awkward, but just, yeah. I want to keep to myself a small bit today. 20 berries already, not bad. Vincent, how are you doing? I want to be just like my big brother when I grow up. Okay, bye. Bye. Harvey, how's things? We sell a few over-the-counter medicines at the clinic. Feel free to stop by if you're feeling exhausted. No, because you're always closed. I know that being a farmer is pretty tiring work. Don't overdo it. I'll try not to. I can't make any promises though. How's our inventory? Okay, we've room. Yeah. So, as I was trying to say anyway for a few times, we'll start off... Today we start off with the forest, we'll end up in the mountains, and then the opposite the next day, and then over and back then for the remaining days. But I'll also, we have a few extra things that I'll throw in just to make it a bit more interesting, so it's not just me running around bushes and you watching the same things for 4 days straight. Like in this video, we visited, other than the salmonberries, we checked out the hat shop for the first time, but we'll also... I'm going to go to the mine for a small bit, but we're not going to do too much there. I'm mainly just going there for stone, so I'm not going to try to get to the next 5 floors completed. We'll just go there, we'll gather some stone, and if we pick up some extra treasure, brilliant. But we're not planning to, do some major treasure hunting. 24 berries already, okay. Lewis, how are you? It's a good season to start thinking about gardening, even for us non-farmers. Oh, he's not robbing the berries, you see. The valley is known for producing some of the finest spring flowers. Yeah, and I have to admit now, I don't know much about flowers, but I have to admit the villagers here, when I've given them flowers as gifts, they've really liked them, so he's not lying. We've got something here. Oh, what's it doing? You found a lost book. The library's collection has expanded. Okay, well there's something now to make one of these Salmonberry season days more interesting. We'll be sure to check the library. Maru helps me out in the lab. Oh yeah, she does. She is a good kid. You told us before. He's really proud of his daughter. I don't know her too much. Maybe we should try to get to know her a bit more. And another Salmonberry, okay. Yeah, we'll go to the mine, we'll gather some stone, and hopefully we'll get some other stuff, but it's mainly the stone we need, because we're going to start thinking about getting the chicken coop. We don't have the money for it yet, and I think it costs 4,000, but I don't want to buy it until we've some extra money left, so until we've 6,000 maybe. But also with the stone and wood, I don't know if we have enough or not. I don't think we have enough stone, but it's not going to take too long. But that's the plan anyway over the next... Maybe for this whole week, we'll say, is to gather resources for the chicken coop. Where are we going? Let's start off with floor 5. Tomorrow, Salmonberry season will continue. We'll start off with the mountains and we'll end in the forest. But when we end in the forest, we'll probably... We'll probably chop the... I don't know, there's 2 things we could do, right? So... If we end up today in the forest, we could cut down wood, and I mean a lot of wood now. Spend almost our entire energy chopping down wood, and who knows. I think we've got over 100 in one day. Let's see if we can top that. So that's one thing we could do if we end up in the woods. The other thing we could do, which I think we should really do, nice, we got a geode, is fishing. We tried fishing in the forest before, and it was a bit of a disaster. I'm eager to... give it another shot and see if I can do better. And also, so then with the other ways it can go, if we end up in the mountains like it did today, the 2 things we should probably do is go to the mine to get wood. That's what we're doing right now. Then the other thing is some mountain fishing, which we haven't done at all yet. And actually, I have been talking to some of you guys, and you've been talking about when I've been talking about that the forest fishing didn't go well, and you're talking about I should get a better rod, and I think I've mentioned before I don't really want a better rod right now because I want to go everywhere else. I want to fish in all the areas that are available first before we get a better rod. But yeah, that's yet another thing we'll think about saving up. But also, let's not get too ahead of ourselves with the fishing. Like, as in, generally when we do go fishing, we make decent money, and I'm happy with that for now. The mining, does that go well? I suppose it does, but our energy, actually it's gone already, so let's try one of these berries. How much wood have we got? Sorry, stone. We got 31 stone. Okay, we'll finish off this floor, then we'll go home, and then whatever we make, we make. 31 stone's not bad. It's a boost. Furnace. Okay, well, it's good now, so because we're after replacing the stone we used to make the furnace, and we're still up some, so another berry. No, I'm going to keep the berries. I'm going to eat the dandelion. I'm going to regret it. 24 energy, okay. So you see, guys, going forward. Okay, I'm going to sell one salmonberry, right? But after that, I think, see, that's the thing, right? They sell for very little. So that's why I prefer to keep them for food. And in my own head, how I look at my items, right? You've the main tools. I count, so the, you know, the pickaxe, the axe, the watering can, the scythe. I also count a fishing rod in that, and the sword. But I also just have an extra slot for a tool I call food. And that changes over time, but initially, for this playthrough, it's going to be salmonberries. And if you look, we already have 26, so I don't think there'll ever be a day where that if we're desperate for food, we desperately need energy. I don't think there'll ever be a day where this isn't going to be enough. And well, if you look at it there, we needed energy in the mines. 2 of them did us. That's all it took. So imagine what those 26 could do for us. 27 now. Okay, yeah, not a bad day, guys. To be honest, I think it's probably going to be a shorter video than usual, but it went well. So let's go to bed early and not exhaust ourselves. Just have to do the usual, you know. Oh yes, that's right. Are these from? Yeah. Okay, we've got enough just from going to the mines there. Again, the main focus was getting stone, but it's a very nice bonus that we actually got enough to make another bar. So how are we doing now? We've 2 bars. Enough for a 3rd bar. 9 coal. Coal hasn't been an issue for us yet, because we haven't needed it, but it might run out eventually. 77 stone, that's a big jump. We do need this for the community centre, can sell this. We got 4 geodes. Oh my, I'm really happy with that. Okay, guys, we're probably going to go to the museum tomorrow. Yeah, I think we will, because we also got that book. So yeah, I think we're going to go to the museum tomorrow. And we might also check out the adventures. Okay, no, I'll tell you what. I'll get back to you on that in 2 seconds just before we go to bed. Quartz and bug meat. Really happy with these. I know I'm a bit silly with them. I get a bit too excited, but why not? Yeah, everything else can be sold. I'm going to take off that parsnip because it's salmonberry season. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm just worried it's a bit late now and I don't want to spend all night trying to figure out how to put a salmonberry on the table. Like, you know, something very basic I should be able to do, but it's not working and I don't want to waste too much time doing it. Tomorrow I'll put a salmonberry on the table. 7 torches. Never. I don't know what to do with them. I'll think of something. But, we need that parsnip. No, we have 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay, everything's going to be sold and then I'm going to bed. Okay. Thanks as well, guys, for coming back visiting me on the farm after that recent adventure we had over the weekend. Having you around, this would be a lot boring without if you weren't here. Okay. Yeah. Right, off to bed and go. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. Okay then. Just gonna turn this on for 2 seconds. So yeah, guys. Yeah, we're either. Yeah, I need to check out the museum. I need to get Clint to crack open the geodes. The two of them go together, and the Adventures Guild. We need to check out the Adventures Guild. Okay, there's things we'll be doing over the next few days, other than catching the berries. Sorry, it's the start of a new week. Here's what we're going to be doing this week. Today was the first day of Salmonberry season. There'll be several more days of it. I think it's either 2 more or 3 more. But yeah, we'll be doing that, continuing to do that just as we did today. But we'll also, not sure what we'll do on each day, check out the Adventures Guild, go to the museum, crack open those geodes, and we'll go fishing in the mountains for the first time, and we'll also try to have a better attempt at forest fishing. Okay, guys, thanks very much. It's been a pleasure having you around. Have a good sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, good night, guys.